How to sing in tune? Answer: use a drone. Yes, there are many drone videos out there, but most are just the sound of one note with the video showing the name of that note. And the few videos that explain what to do may be well-meaning, but are inadequate or simply wrong. And yet most of us have done this instinctively. We'll harmonize with any note we encounter that stays still. And I mean any note, like an airplane, a coffee maker, an air compressor, and we discovered instinctively the pleasure of singing intervals in tune. So let's do that. First, I want to show you how to use this video. 1. Have the drone sound loud. You must be able to hear and feel the interaction of the drone note with your note. The narration volume is intentionally low so that the drone volume will be high. Every time you sing, make it a habit to use good posture and natural, relaxed vocal production and breathing. This screen will show many things. 1. The drone note and the note you sing will appear on the staff and the keyboard in colored numbers. 1 and red means the root of the chord, 5 and orange means the fifth of the chord, etc. The letter name will be sung in the demonstration of your note. In the blue horizontal bar, you'll see what the video is doing. Right now, for example, is an explanation of how to use this video and what the screen tells you. This green horizontal bar indicates what you will be doing. If you see this green bar, except for now, you will know it's your time to do something. This will also help you in future practice to fast forward or skip through the video to the next activity once you know what you're supposed to do. The footnotes and vocabulary indicator will appear every time a word or concept comes up that might require more explanation. For example, drone, or interval, or root, fifth. You can also choose to look this up in the description below for more clarification and references, or just keep going. You now see in the blue bar it says Directions. The large part of the screen shows the content of what you will be doing. Because this is the first time, let's do each of these 5 steps one at a time. 1. Pitch match. In my demonstration, I'm going to listen to the drone note C. Then when it stops, I'm going to audiate that C by playing it back in my head. Then, the most important part of audiation, I'm going to imagine the sound and feeling of that C in my voice, including a natural relaxed posture and breath. Then I will sing it. Demonstration. 1. Listen to the drone C. Play that back in your head. Then imagine the feel and sound of your own voice, and then sing with this C. C. Your turn. Play back. 2. Sing below and above. We'll intentionally flatten, then sharpen our note. Start on pitch, then lower the pitch or flatten and return to pitch. Then raise or sharpen and return to pitch, or vice versa. Demonstration. 1. I'll listen. Play it back. Sound and feel. C. Your turn. Three, sing slightly below and above. Start on pitch, but this time gently, slowly, and barely lower the pitch and return, and the same above. Demo. 1. Audiate. And sing. C. Your turn. Listen. And audiate. Four, repeat listening to the beats. Beats are the pulsing caused when two notes are out of tune. Listen to these two guitar strings go in and out of tune and the beating or pulsing sound that it causes. Now watch and listen to these tone generators do the same thing. Now you can understand why not to use vibrato. If it helps you to warm up, fine, then warm up first, but you can't hear the beating, blending, being locked in tune with vibrato, so no vibrato. 5. Slow the beats through the center. You can hear the beats slow down to nothing when you pitch match exactly in tune. If you try to hold it in that one place, it can wobble or feel unsteady. Instead, if you imagine moving forward through that note, it will smooth out. Like riding a bike too slow, it's hard to balance. With a bit more forward momentum, it smooths out. So this time, audiate the sound and feel of your voice, including the feeling of moving air through your voice, moving sound through the room, and moving your note from where it starts to where it's going. Demo. Listen. Audiate movement and sing. C. Your turn. Listen. Audiate movement and sing. Do it again, but this time don't judge how good or bad. Just notice the imperfections, the wobbles, the beats. Just notice them. Don't try to fix them. Don't judge them. Just notice what happens. The next most important interval after the unison is the octave. This order of intervals to learn is the same as the harmonic series. So the next interval would be the fifth, then the fourth, and the major third, and so on. Everything about harmony comes from the harmonic series. Everything about intonation, balance, timbre, overtones, resultants, everything comes from the harmonic series. I can't stress enough to include this in the understanding, but it's beyond the scope of this right now. You can look it up in the footnotes and see other videos. I highly recommend it. From now on, let's do these 5 steps as just one step. If the note is in tune with the drone, you'll hear and feel the lock or blend or smooth lack of beating. If you're out of tune but not sure where, bend a little flat or sharp. Play with it and hear what happens with the beats. Listen to the drone C, but audiate the sound and feel and support and movement of the C an octave above. Listen. Audiate an octave above. Sound, feel, support, movement. C. Your turn. Audiate an octave up and sing. From now on, let's combine steps 1 and 2. So while you're listening to the drone C, audiate the sound and feel and momentum and support of your own voice. Demo, drone C. Listen and audiate, then sing. The next most important interval to sing in tune is the so-called perfect fifth. In the harmonic series, you see that it is the third harmonic in the series, meaning that it vibrates 3 times faster than the fundamental, just like the octave vibrates 2 times faster than the fundamental. Don't confuse harmonic with interval. The third harmonic in this C harmonic series is a G. How do you find or audiate G from a drone C? Answer: count up 5, i.e. a perfect fifth. If this is 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, G sounds like this. So a perfect fifth up is 5 up, counting the note you start on as 1, and 5 is the note you arrive at. Demonstration, let's pick another note. Let's say this A, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 5, then audiate that 1 and go straight to the 5. 5. Okay, and while we're on this 5, let's play around with it flat and sharp and see what it feels like. 5. Your turn. Audiate while you listen, then sing. So here's your given 1. Sing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And repeat 5. Now play around with 5. Okay, here's a different 1. I'm going to pick a 1. 1. Sing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now go straight to 5. Now play around with it. last one. Sing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now go straight to 5. And play around with it. Without singing, you can audiate this whole thing in your head, and then you can audiate directly from 1 to 5. Or you can use another popular method, which is to use songs to identify intervals. So a perfect fifth, for example, would be, do you hear what I hear? Do you hear what is a perfect fifth? Or twinkle, twinkle. Twinkle, twinkle. And the beginning of the trumpet solo from 2001, A Space Odyssey. Recognize it? I'll keep going. Boom, 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 boom. You get the idea. So pick a method, and from this C drone, find the fifth, or the G, and sing. Play around with it and listen to the beats and the lock feel and everything we did with the unison and the octave. The next most important interval to sing in tune is the perfect fourth. In the harmonic series, you'll see that this is the distance between the third harmonic and the fourth harmonic. So like before, we can count up the 4 steps from the drone C. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or we could use a song like Here Comes the Bride, or Oh Christmas Tree, or even the timpani that I was trying to sing before. Bum, 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 bum. Here's the drone C on 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's the F on 4. Sing F. Play around with it. Go flat and sharp. Lock it in. The next most important interval to sing in tune is the major third. In the harmonic series, it occurs between members 4 and 5. From the drone note 1, audiate 1, 2, 3, and sing 3 with the 1. From the drone note C, the major third above is E. Sing E with the drone C. I'm going to play around with it. E. Your turn. So you can hear that it does lock in tune where the beating stops. Now I'm going to prove to you with this equal temperament keyboard the beating that occurs in equal temperament. That's how far out equal temperament is. 14 cents too big. We sing 14 cents smaller or flatter than the piano major third. The next interval, a major 6, occurs between the 3rd and 5th members of the harmonic series. We can count up 6 steps from here. Did you arrive here? Or you can use a melody like My Bonnie Lies Over the Ocean. Or Princess Leia's theme from Star Wars. Here's 1, sing 6. If 1 is a C, then 6 is an A. Sing A. Another way to check the intonation of the 6 is to throw in the root of the chord. In other words, I'm going to throw in an F with a C, and that perfect fourth on a piano is so close that we can use it, and we sing the A. A. Your turn. Although the piano perfect fourth is very close, you may have still heard some beating. We've now done the major third, perfect fourth, perfect fifth, and major sixth. We've now done 6 of the 8 intervals in a major scale. Let's do them in the order we learned them, starting with the perfect unison. C. Your turn. Octave C, C, C. Your turn. Fifth G, G. Your turn. Fourth F, F. Your turn. Major third E, E. Your turn. And the major six, A, A. Your turn. This time, slide all the way from 3 up to 6 and back, 3 up to 6 and back to 3, and pause a little bit when you hit 4, and pause on 5, and pause on 6, and back to 3. So, 3. Okay, your turn. And this time a little faster. So 3. Your turn. This time a little quicker between the steps. Your turn. We need 2 and 7 to complete the major scale, but these are quite a bit more difficult than 3 through 6 and the octave in unison. In the harmonic series, the second degree of the scale doesn't occur until the 9th harmonic, which also happens to be by coincidence the 9th of a chord. So the 9th is the second degree of the scale. Let's do that one first. To tune the second degree from the first degree, that is from the D off of a drone C, D, is quite difficult. So we're going to cheat like we did on the 6th and add a G or a fifth from C, which still sounds pretty good in tune. To tune the D from, it's easier to lock it in. I'll show you what I mean. D. Your turn. help you. And the same with the seventh. It's really hard to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a difficult interval to tune. And normally you wouldn't, unless you had to. You would tune it off of the third if the third was in tune. If not, you'd tune it off the fifth if the fifth was in tune. So here's the fifth. And now I'm going to retune the keyboard's E. That E, I won't play much of it because I'm going to put it in the right place so that we can tune the fifth off of it. So here's the C. And here's the retuned E. And together they are. So first from the root, count up 7 and sing 7. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now with the help of the fifth added, the G, you're still going to sing the 7 with this. And now the help with the third. We now have all 8 notes of the scale that we can sing against a drone C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm sorry that most of this video so far has been explanations, directions, demonstrations with not enough singing. So congratulations if you made it this far. Now that you know what to do, I promise you more singing. No, almost all singing from here on in the series. To that aim, we're now going to sing in rhythm through the scale, and you can sing with me in the demo as I will have pitch corrected my notes to be perfectly in tune. You'll also hear the added second drone note on the more difficult second and seventh and even the sixth degrees of the scale. Let's sing. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, 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 D, E, F, G, A, B, C, C, D, A, G, and E, D, C. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, C, D, A, G, and E, D, C. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, C, D, A, G, F, E, D, C. Now that you know intonation as it feels and sounds in your own voice, the point is to habitually allow that to improve. In the 4 stages of learning, you may have been 1. Unconsciously incompetent, then 2. Consciously incompetent, you're welcome, and then 3. Becoming more consciously competent. But to get to 4. Unconsciously competent, you must focus on something else to allow your natural tendency to sing in tune to function unencumbered. What does that mean? To beware of something else means consciously focusing on something else, like vowel shape, breath support, emotional meaning, you name it. Literally, you name it. You pick some aspect of singing, other than intonation, and explore and practice it while in tune, or while allowing your natural tuning skills to function on their own. So pick a color, any color, and start painting. Here's Phil's list, or maybe you have your own way of getting to your best sound. Do that while you sing with a drone. That's what Phase 2 is all about. Everything else. Phase 1 is directly dealing with pitch, what this video has been until now. Phase 2 is indirectly dealing with pitch. Often the indirect approach works, especially when it requires the conviction to bring your voice to bear, for which a prerequisite is being confident. But do Phase 1 until you get it. You may not be perfectly in tune on every note, but you can hear when you're out, and if you're relaxed and warmed up enough, you can improve it. So focus on pitch with a drone until your pitch awareness is constant. Then do Phase 2, which is singing with a drone as a vehicle to work on other aspects of singing. So now you know what to listen for and how it feels in your voice and body when you're in and out of tune. And that means we can sing way more with less explanations, so long as we sing freely without imposing artificial posture or vocal tensions or breathing. Here's a sneak peek at the next video. 5 more chromatic notes. Let's sample how we'll learn A flat, the middle black note, as it sounds and feels with our drone C. Simply sing A flat all the way through several chords that all contain the exact same drone C. Take breaths when you want, just do it naturally. On the screen, you can watch what the other notes of the chord are while you sing, but in Phase 1, the focus is on staying locked in tune on your unchanging A flat with the unchanging drone C. Sing this A flat all the way through. A flat, keep going. Sing this A flat all the way through.